Ahoy mateys, and welcome back to our Pirates Outlaws gameplay series. Today, we're going to cover Admiral. He is the only DLC character in the game, so he costs actual money to unlock, which is a bit unfortunate because he's a really fun character in my opinion. And he's basically money management the character. One of his cards depends on how much coins you have, how much damage it will do, or block. His ammos are just normal. Anyways, he has no passive because his starting deck is pretty much what makes him unique, and it's really powerful, so he doesn't really need anything else. So, a lot of people are probably going to ask, is it worth it to buy Admiral? And the answer is pretty much the same for any kind of DLC in any kind of game. If you're enjoying the game and you want more content, then go ahead. Otherwise, there isn't really much of a reason to. He's not a super powerful character. There are better characters in the game, like Swordmaster or Chicken, for example. But if I were to rank him on a tier list, I'd probably put him from second to highest tier. I don't know where he'd rank individually among all the characters, but he's actually pretty decent. And that also creates another question: is the booster worth it to buy? It basically just doubles the speed that you progress through the game. And I think the answer is yes to that one, absolutely. If you're gonna buy something in this game, the booster is probably what you want to get, because otherwise the game can be a bit slow, and this just totally fixes that problem. And yeah. There's also the Fabled package as well. It's not super important, it doesn't add too much, but it allows you to make some pretty cool discard decks, and I've had a bit of fun with that in Arena, so I got that one. And yeah, so for this run, no packages, no potions or anything. Going back to Soul's Rift, and we're gonna start a run. So let's look ahead. We're going to probably go along. Oh yeah, another thing to mention. When it comes to planning your route with Admiral, you actually want to change it up a little bit from every other character, because Admiral absolutely wants to do all he can to save all of the money he has and not spend it, so you're not going to be spending at every tavern you go to, probably. Although you still probably could. Probably not going to spend at every tavern, but they're good for selling relics. The main thing you want to prioritize, is getting as many events as you can, so you can get upgrades and removals and things without actually having to spend any money. It's a little bit less consistent, but it's a little bit worse to be spending that money that you have. So I think going along the right here, that's 2 events, another event, 3 events. Let's just go for it. And Admiral, his base deck is really great actually. At the start of a run, his cards all have base damage of 9 since you have 200 coins. And that's basically just like an upgraded deck of shoots and punches and everything. Oh, and I should probably mention we're gonna take a relic, obviously. Another thing I should mention is how exactly his coin scaling works. So we've done the math on the Discord. The unupgraded versions of all of his cards, they have their base damage and everything, but the additional damage they get is, first of all, unupgraded 1.5 times number of 1.5% of your coin total, and when they are upgraded, it's actually going to increase to 2% of your upgrade of your coin total. Not okay. And we're going to sell both these. So 1.5% upgrade, and then 2% when they are upgraded. And we're not going to remove anything or any of that. We're full HP. Just going to continue. This is risky, so I don't think it's ever worth it to bet 100 coins, especially on Admiral, because you could lose it, and they're important. But it paid off for the 50. I always go for 50, because otherwise you just lose max HP. So, yeah. And we're going to start by upgrading ammo, because that's massively important. We don't start off with a great ammo balance. Throw Shield. That one's actually debatable, because, we're spending money for it, but it's an incredibly good card for Admiral, because his shield cards, they scale a ton, so you can end up spending like 1 ammo to get like 25 shield by the end of the run or something like that, and you'll end up with full shield quite a lot of the time, so throw shield. I don't know if I'll buy it, but that's a card to mention that's worth taking pretty much every time you see it in card awards. And now, our cards. They're massive. Like, think about it though. These are they're hardly even close to where they're going to end up at the end of a run. And they're already massive compared to every other card in the game, usually, at this cost. It's great. Relic, I'll take that. Yeah, we go along the right and get 2 events, I think. Now the downsides of Admiral is that he doesn't have any form of healing, so I mean, it's balanced out by the fact that you'll probably have to spend at taverns quite a bit, and you're already going to have a lot of money sitting around at most times. So that's a bit unfortunate. It means he'll be spending a bit less, that's a bit more than other characters. Just for that, though. We're going to take an Ancient Potion for healing, because healing is really important, like I was mentioning. So yeah, he doesn't have healing or anything. He has massive block to back it up, though, so that is good. And there was one other thing I was going to mention. What was it? Oh yeah, he doesn't have any status-changing cards in his base deck. Not many characters do, but it's a thing that everyone wants. So that's a downside that a lot of characters have, but he has it too. And Heart of Gold, that's a relic we're going to be keeping probably the entire run, and then we can just sell it at the very last tavern before the final boss. So that's probably our plan, and that's a really good pick. It means more money. So we're going to leave and get the Avalanche rather than Piranha, because it's just a better card in general, in my opinion. We're going to go left because there's a chance to get a relic from this, and we got Conch. Now, normally conches are a really good armor relic that you're going to want to keep with most characters, but Admiral's block, he's not lacking in the slightest, so that's probably something we're going to want to sell. And in the process, that does make our block better by scaling up our block cards. So yeah, no complaints there. Avalanche isn't a bad card, but I mean, it's a bit risky because you're taking a bit of damage. I mean, we can take that. But Admiral does want to keep his deck thin, even though he wants to spend as little as he can to do this. He does want to keep his deck thin. And in the end, it's gonna probably deal less damage than these will to a single target. So if your boss that you're gonna face is a single target boss, you're probably gonna want to remove it. And I think most bosses in Soul's Rift are mainly single targets. I mean, which ones are there? There is Mom, that's a single target. There's Ulrich, mostly single target, and Kikiru's multi-targets. Yeah, I will get rid of that. And we can postpone spending our repair till later. We're right about to fight the boss. This boss I hate. He has a long fight compared to other bosses. He gives you, like, an average of 1 curse per turn, which is horrible. You never ever want to actually play these curses, because it just makes you more likely to lose the fight, because he scales his damage really quickly if you do. It's better to just take 5 every now and then. I mean, as most turns you're taking 5, but yeah, we have no problem when it comes to damage, so we'll just do that to be safe. Look how quickly this fight's going. We've already... I mean, with Admiral it's quick. Not always quick with this boss. Soon we might end up finding turns where we have 5 curses in our hand, which is painful. It's so painful. But we're taking damage slowly, so it doesn't matter. 2 more hits and he's done. And that will be pretty quick. I'm gonna save ammo in case I don't get ammo before I get my 2 attacks. Nope, doesn't matter. That fight is over. Oh, pendant. I mean, it's an 80 cost. That's an automatic take with Admiral. Usually for your boss rewards, you just always take whatever 80 cost you immediately get. If it isn't super helpful, then you sell it. If it is, Pendant can be, but he doesn't really have armor problems. It does double your first shield that you get, which is insane. Like that can be like 50 shield in one turn in a lot of cases for one ammo. That's too much. You don't need that much. So sometimes you just sell. You don't need 50 block in one turn. That is simple as that. So I've been planning my route as I'm speaking. This is a tough one. I think I'm just gonna go on the left, go up through the middle, and where I get after that, I don't really care. I'll decide when I get there. That's 25 damage we can tank. As crazy as that is, on turn 1. And, oh my god, we take a relic. We've been getting really lucky with relic pulls for this game. I am loving the instant 30 shield we're getting here. This is great. And our healing with the potions, pretty decent. I would like to get that upgraded at some point, but yeah, not necessary yet, right now. None of these I like too much. It is worth it to reroll if the card's bad. It's an 80 cost. Why are we getting so many relics? We can replenish at that tavern because we're getting a bit low. Oh my god! He gave us the Beast Fang necklace this run. So, we're gonna sell most of these. We're already at 1,000. Normally you don't get to 1,000 this quickly, but 1,000, it's not hard to get to in most runs. And okay, at this point we have so much money, it's probably going to be beneficial for us to upgrade some of our damage at our taverns, because they scale a lot more, so they'll get a pretty big damage bonus, and we're not going to reduce the rest of the deck by too much. So upgrades become worth it at higher coin counts, but don't upgrade too much when you're at low, because that's just not worth it. Yeah, I think this run is probably going to be a winner at this point. None of these are... Greed's pretty good, actually. And, yeah, let's go event market. Never dig here, because you have the chance to get a curse. None of those I want, but I will upgrade Coin Cleave. That becomes 23. Gained, like, quite a bit of damage. Actually, that only gained it, like, 6 or something, right? Or no, was it even, like, 5 it gained, or less? Well, it removed 1 from every other card. I don't know. Is it actually worth it to get upgrades? Maybe at even higher amounts, maybe? I don't know. I usually get most of my upgrades on these cards from events and things. That's pretty much when you want to do it. I'd say it's worth it there. But I don't know if markets are really worth it. As of right now, I think I'll say no. At least for the main damage cards themselves. There are other cards that are worth upgrading. Things like your healing that you get, your ammo, those are worth it. Sometimes your shield. If you're going for like a shield deck, that's definitely worth it. Yeah, that guy is done. Okay, just a tip, another thing. Whenever you hit an enemy and coins pop up out of it, that means that enemy gives you money. I should have actually checked my money before to show that. But that guy coming out of the chest actually gained us money, so you're going to want to do that whenever you can. Magic Hammer, that is really good. That upgrades all of our skill cards. Most of our deck has skill cards. That's why you don't upgrade a lot of your cards usually during a run, so you can just have a chance at getting that later. And it pays off. So if this is the left, right, how much HP do we lose? That is 2, 4, 6. Right, that is 12. We're at 13, so we can survive that and hit a tavern, heal up once probably. We're at 1. And I'll heal before I sell cheese. And removals, probably nothing. And we're gonna go straight into this fight. We're gonna Ancient Potion, Greed. And yes, good healing there. So for this fight, I don't think it's super hard right now. Right now, I say, since we're Admiral and our run is going great, not a problem. But if you're having a hard time, definitely consider taking any sort of AoE damage cards before you run into them, because they can be a tough one, actually. I have lost a few runs to them. Particularly if your deck is slow. Because that last guy, his damage... I mean, if you're playing a melee deck, you're gonna end up getting down to the last guy, and his damage gets insanely high when he's the only one left. Like that. 30 damage in one turn. Not a problem for us, but it's definitely a problem. And that fight is over. And Forge. One of our coin cleaves is not upgraded, so I think I'll take. I'm debating, is it worth it to reroll and hopefully get an 80 cost, or just take Forge? It's not guaranteed. This is consistent. I think I'll do it. We're at 1,000 coins now. We're getting to the big numbers. So yeah, that now means that I think for all of our main deck cards, or sorry, upgraded cards, we get 20 damage bonus on them. I'm not going to do the math for these ones because it's a little bit harder. There's a Maelstrom there. Honestly, I think I'm just going to avoid it for the sake of time. Oh no, I can't avoid it. Well, I guess we're doing a Maelstrom then, because I'm not warping forwards. So yeah, we're going along the left, it looks like. Is there a tavern we can hit? That one there, because we might have to replenish, especially if we're going through Maelstrom. Okay. Route has been planned. Upgrade every single card for no good reason there. Fun times. Mirror Image, very good card. I guess I'll take it. It'll get upgraded, so there's no need to upgrade that at a tavern. Play that first to get an upgrade. Oh wow. And this does not kill him, so I'll block. Play that first. What's in our deck here? There's a lot of ammo, so we'll probably get that. We can probably magic. Oh, got ammo from Reed anyways. Alright, whatever. Now we can Ancient Potion and heal. Just a bit. He's at 1. And this fight's over. Okay. None of these are great. Throw Shield is very good, like I mentioned before. Ooh, this event is amazing. You can upgrade so much of your deck at it, it's great. So we're going to upgrade things that will not get upgraded by our 2 cards in this deck. So that includes Throw Shield for being ranged. And our coin cannons, I think, upgrade both and leave. A compass breaks while we're searching for the treasure. Oh no, does this spend our AP over and over? I think you get something at the end of this, probably like a relic or something. I actually forget, because this is not a common one, but we're at 2 low HP. Wait, forfeit, does that mean forfeit run? Okay, good. I'd be surprised if it did, but that would be brutal. No upgrades here, because those are all skills. Wait. Okay, well, let's keep going. Ooh, this is good. Getting a lot of heals immediately there. We're probably going to heal back up to full by the time we get to the boss, because that healing card heals us a lot, and we're not taking much damage from anything because of our high block that we're getting, so I'm not worried there. And we got a relic. We're probably gonna replenish at that tavern there. It's not a particularly good one, but if you're doing self-damage decks with like Undead Captain, those are pretty good at it. That's actually pretty good with it. Because what the card it makes does, it deals damage equal to the HP you have lost since you played Endure, and it's added to your starting hand. So, yeah, it's not bad. We're gonna Ancient Potion. Oh, that upgrades this, so it's no cost. Nice. Oh, I wonder if it would have been more HP if we upgraded the Ancient Potion first. Not something I considered, but it probably would have been better. Too late now. We can take a Fortify, I think. It's removed, so not a big deal. And we're gonna replenish there. Sell the Knot, because it's not good. And Hunt for the max HP, worth it. Let's keep going. Forge, you're gonna copy Coin Cleave, kill this guy in the front. Alright, yeah, this battle, pretty simple. We have a bunch of skills and stuff in there. I don't think I need to play Greed though. This will just be a good turn for heals. I'm gonna Ancient Potion first because I don't have the ammo. And this fight's over. I'm not worried about HP, like I said. 50% is not bad. Nothing to be concerned about. But I'm just worried that I won't get back to full for the boss fight. So let's check. Are we hitting a tavern at the end? Yes, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Removing anything? Nope. Ooh, that's, are we hitting any events after this? Yes. So there's a chance that we'll run into the bad one, so we'll just do that. I always like to be safe, because you never know. It'd be hilarious if I didn't actually. Okay. Whatever. If we run into that event after the secondary event, that'll be hilarious, though. Chances are we won't. I mean, there's a large selection of other possibilities. But it'd be funny. Alright. Aw, too bad we can't heal from that. We are taking parasite damage though, only on our shield. Okay. Oh my god, we're getting so many relics. This is like every fight we're getting a relic almost. We're not doing anything with them, we're just selling them. mean, to be honest, you do that with a lot of characters a lot of the time, but for Admiral, this is so good. And oh my god, look at that. 32 damage on a single upgraded card. Oh my god. Those are numbers you only see in, like, arena runs with Admiral. Like, this is insanely lucky. I'm gonna copy breed. I don't know if that was actually a good idea. Yeah, maybe it wasn't. Doesn't matter. How much ammo do we get? We don't get much ammo, so I'm not gonna take any ammo cost cards. I will not take Hill Blow. Or do I? We're fighting Mob, so it's just damage we have to withstand, so no need for that dodge, really. Heavy Cannon is removed. That's a fun card though, when you can get when you have a lot of battles ahead of you with it. Because it scales permanently, unlike a lot of other scaling cards. And I don't think we remove anything. It's just... let's not heal. I think we're fine. I think this fight's gonna be a breeze, actually. So, Mom, 500 health, doubles her damage every turn, and every time, well, not permanently. When she gets to 32, I think she goes back to the start again, but when she does, she starts at one level higher than last time, so it starts at 2, 4, then 8, continuously getting bigger and bigger. And we're gonna block up as much as we can, because we need to tank a lot in this fight. Oh, where's our ammo? I guess we're doing that, and I'm gonna throw shield, copy nothing. I want to be copying upgraded ammos, I think. Just to be sure that we get our block and everything. And this fight, it's already almost over, if you can believe it. I guess we copy his shield. I mean, I could just rush the end of this fight. There's 4 hits and we're done. Like, I don't need to really worry or prepare anything. That's it. And we're done. That is Admiral. He's a pretty strong character. Most of our deck ends up unupgraded, funnily enough, but that doesn't matter because usually you'll get a lot of sources of upgrades besides markets in run. So, yeah, that's fine. You can avoid markets. I only hit 3 of them. 7 taverns, 22 battles, 11 events. That kind of reflects what you kind of want to do with Admiral. And a 25-minute run. On the lower end of characters, I mean, that was a run I've been explaining through the whole time. You can speedrun with Admiral pretty well, actually, if you're going for speed. So yeah. Let me know if you learned something about this character, if you think he's worth it now, or I don't know. Whatever you want, I guess. And farewell, middies, and good luck on your adventure.